Hello everybody, welcome to this Spring by Daylight, Dead by Daylight tournament. I'm back from my wedding, but I don't have that much to say. Just enjoy this round while I get back together. Thanks. Let the games begin! Running Nurse on Zexer. Let's get that out of there. The Hex Totem detected by Fang Min, running out there early. Oh my, this is going to be a great game. Alright, Claudette sees that there's a Hex Totem. Gonna hide behind the tree. Should still be working on the generator, but it seems that Dwight got caught by the nurse. Slowing down for whatever reason. Making the plays! Just walking slowly to confuse the killer. Doesn't know where the Dwight ran off to. Sees the scratch mark slightly. Thinks he went upstairs, but oh no. Dwight with the slow walk plays. Jukes the nurse. Unable to find out where his prey went. Unable to blink through that card. That is a true shame. Found the Dwight! Double blink. Dwight unable to play the slow play this time. We have Lewis as Fang Min. Claudette. Seems that Meg is baiting the killer out and around. Oh my. It seems that everyone's getting a little more savvy around a nurse, knowing she has to predict what direction you're going in. It's a fantastic play. Not too many hits this early. It seems that Dwight's able to heal up pretty well, but those close blinks almost guarantee a hit. First generator completed. Dwight getting up, back down immediately from the nurse. Nurse not giving a fuck today. Gotta love it very much. Nurse taking that long loot. Fang Min got baited! Took a hit. Unfortunately, her toxic plays did not pay out. Nurse still trying to chase Fang Min. The stun! The grab! Oh my god! Fang Min pulled right off that pallet, unable to escape that business, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. They're going for the heal, and 3 people down. What will this poor Claudette do? Her grazing ways will not save her from the poor nurse. Going for the unhook first. Good save. We have Will Make It. She can now get her allies up at an incredible speed. Nurse slugging, not working all so much with that Will Make It, but Claudette got caught with Fang Min. Going to have to recover for all of her allies. Claudette taking the first hit. Fang Min taking her time. The first blink out. She's got time to heal. That Will Make It. Or leadership, even better. Claudette down, 2 people injured. If Nurse gets 1, Fang Min taking the long way around. This is a timed game right now. They need to hurry and get their allies up. Dwight almost taking that hit. Nurse having to do the double blink. Going for the heal again. I like to say heal for some reason. And I'm stuttering like a madman, but these plays are getting me all giddy. Right into the locker. Does the basic hit go? It does. With Dwight on the ground, 2 people up, 2 people down. The slugging game begins. Ladies and gentlemen, 50% bleed out on Festive. Puppy Ninja, 75% down. Self-carrying their way to victory. But does Nurse have a way to fight this? She does have Nurse's calling. Catches up. Misses double stun coming in. Has to take the fatigue after the stun from the pallet. Claudette going back around, but insta down. We have Lewis, who is self-carrying at the distance. 3 people down. Barbecue and Chili is going to reveal that final person. What will they choose to do? Alright, the blink in place. Solid play by the nurse. Once we get my camera back to full view, Fang Min's gonna have to go for that save. Nurse has already won this game. Or so it feels. Too much stealth play going on. Not enough reactions into the time needed. Will Make It not available on the Claudette. Fang Min crouching down below. Does the nurse see everybody with the barbecue and chili? Sees the Dwight under the pallet. Is the pallet play going to be made, or did the nurse just see somebody? Nurse saw the Claudette. Returns Claudette to the ground. Festive still bleeding out. Festive back up. The pallet plays there. Got baited a second time. Fang Min falls for it again. Unfortunately, gets caught sideways. I have no idea what just happened there. But hey, whatever works for Miss Nurse. I call that the sideway grab, or better known as the reach around. 1 generator completed, still everyone in chaos. 1 killer putting the smack down on these survivors. Unfortunately, they're going to have to work extra hard to get these generators done, as they've already been hooked several times, and the killer doesn't even have to hook them to count as a kill for the bonus points. Nurse returns, checks if he's going for the Dwight. Dwight giving off his "you're being camped" push-ups. Oh, Claudette getting caught, but able to dodge a double blink. A possible mistake from the nurse. Having to play around the stairs, not sure if she's gonna go up. Goes up, and then the nurse just cuts her off with a smack to the face. Nurse able to watch that hook. Man, so much downtime. So much altruism. Will this team really come together? I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to put this together, but this is a rough game. A rough match indeed. Alright, Festive back on his feet again. Self-care, vigil, and sprint burst all going. Nurse trying to cut off that Fangman. Fangman successfully just goes through, but the nurse didn't predict that she would. In stationary blink, gets the hit. What an awkward kind of fatigue slap that was. That must be a little bit of latency. Nurse smacking the wall. Whatever did that brick do to you, sir? Alright. Tried to play the nurse. That was the 3rd time. The 3rd time Fangman fell for the nurse's nonsense. Nurse passed right by that Dwight. Dwight not giving much of a damn here. And Dwight in the locker. He went down the way he lived. In a locker. Still healing themselves up. Only 1 generator completed. I'm not even sure there's a Hex Ruin. I haven't seen any generator play since the beginning of this. Oh, there was. That's right. They broke it at the beginning. I totally forgot. This nurse has just been whooping the asses of many survivors today. And does not want to give this Dwight up. Let's see how they do. 2nd generator completed. Hatch is now available for final survivor. Nurse missed and volleyed on top of the Claudette head. Nurse gonna have to outplay this Claudette just a little bit. Misses again, Claudette, you spicy quesadilla. Chill with those jukes. Triple heals going on. Claudette taking her first hit. Able to make the loops here if she so chose. And down she goes. Gamer Mike having to struggle here. Fancy. Ladies and gentlemen, Nurse doing what she does best, chasing survivors. I'm just awestruck in this Nurse. I don't even know what to say. She's blinking beautifully, following the survivors as she always does, and then even tempts me with this tease that she's gonna do something amazing like that after messing up the first blink, but totally loses the survivors. The sync up on this fatigue is a little weird. Fangman actually baiting the killer for once, not taking that punishment for a 4th time. Fantastic plays. I'm just so interested in watching this, I don't even want to commentate. Claudette didn't run out when she had the chance. Uh-oh, she's gonna have to make some locker plays. Down she goes, back in the locker. No, madam, you are no Dwight. 3 generators completed, 2 to go. 1 survivor likely dead on hook. Dwight working his magic. Unfortunately. Dwight making the mistake. His Dweird is gonna have to carry him here. His bald head will blend nicely into those boxes. Maybe this is his grazing field. I didn't know Dwight ate pallets for breakfast. That would explain where all my pallets go when I need them. Meg cutout runs with sprint burst. Unfortunately, wastes it pretty quick without the blink. Nurse getting caught on boxes, apparently participating in the Dwight diet of today. High calorie pallets. and hits the treads of the tractors, I believe that is. If I'm not mistaken, Meg still giving the run. 2 short blinks, 1 short blink, not enough. Fang Min, now the eye of the killer, but it gets baited off. Tried to stop it. Didn't blink far enough either time. Nurse struggling against this wall. High brick diets do not work for your feminine figure. Meg back on that generator again. Ooh. The lunge, the plays, the run. The Dwight palette did not blend in. That bald spot was shining right off the generator lights. Get him, Dwight. Ooh, very close. Dwight playing near the basement. Very dangerous play. If Dwight goes down here, everything can go wrong. Dwight now escaping the range of the basement. A very good, smart play, keeping himself up. Uh-oh. Pretend to go for the pallet, and down he goes. At least he won't suffer the basement. And he likely can get saved. 1 generator left. This killer with the game in her hands. Generator completed. Where will she take this poor Dwight? Barbecue and Chili going to reveal the location of the last few survivors. Death on hook. She could get a 3rd kill. She secured herself a 10,000 point bonus. Now the survivors need to try to get out before she kills both of them. Unfortunately, she was unable to clear this gap in time to figure out their locations. Barbecue and Chili revealed them for a short duration. Scratch marks revealing the location of 1 survivor. Right in front of her, it's Meg. Meg going to play the bait game. Now it's up to the other player. I believe it is what? Fang Min to try to get the door open. Fang Min getting caught out by the nurse, unable. Now she's got to play the bait game while Meg goes and does the door. 15 seconds on the spot, doing the early lunge. Not working out with those short blinks. You're going to have to blink a little harder there, madam. Ooh, just a regular hit will work too. There's a pallet not too far. Let's see how this plays. What was that? Can I ask? I was confused. It's raining Megs. Hallelujah, it's raining Megs. Now all the nurse has to do is quickly hook the Meg and figure... Oh wait, did she get a glimpse of where the Fang Min was? Is she gonna risk it? Is the play gonna be worth it? Is the play gonna be worth it? I don't think it is. It's gonna be interesting if it goes for it. If she gets it back up, it does not seem Fang Min's going to play that game. It's up to Fang Min to just get out to avoid a 20,000 point kind of like, I wouldn't say it's a bonus for them, but it's a bonus for the killer. That's for damn sure. Wow, it seems like Fang Min's out and about, just self-caring, trying to get herself back up. Meg laying in the same location, staying as low as she can. Nurse trying to get a better view from above, able to see her prey from way up there. You could see the bright blood, but it seems like Fang Min's fully healed up. Could potentially get Meg back up, and that would be all she wrote. It seems like the nurse is not going to be able to track her on the ground either if she crawls too far away. Survivors could make a complete comeback here. We never know. Meg just crawling. It seems like she's going to go places. Nurse trying to figure out where Fang Min is. Doesn't even know where the body's at anymore. Or does she? I mean, she's been tricking me all game. I'm not even sure what's going on. I've been pretty like... There's the hatch. I mean, are you really gonna give her up? Really? Really? I mean, that's okay. You could do that. Oh, wow, no. They're going for the hatch play. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The hatch play is not in the survivor's favor. If the killer finds it first... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. She found the body. You can see it from there, far in the distance. Oh, she's not even letting the bleed out happen. Uh-oh. That barbecue and chili is going to be a thing. She's going to sprint into the field and radius of the barbecue and chili. Let's see from the nurse's perspective. Oh, did the Fang Min walk right out in front of her? Oh, no. This is troublesome. There's some heavy footsteps upstairs. Oh, the stun didn't work out. Unfortunately, the killer can camp the hatch at this point, and the survivor must make an action within the allotted amount of time. Killer might have made a mistake. Oh, missed the grab by just that much. Unfortunately, one escaped, missing that 20,000 point bonus, but that was a close game. All right, everybody, jumping on to the second game of the Saltlords versus Rank 21. Doctor, a very unique killer. I'm glad we get to see him once again. We're about to see him with no add-ons, but the unnerving presence might work here. So the stealth play against Doctor is a little different, not completely avoidable or unavoidable, but definitely different. So the shocks here got to be avoided in order to prevent quick madness ranking up, and she just barely kept out of rank 2. Now if she goes down before he puts her into tier 2, that'd be very good on her. He's going to cut her off. Doctor getting the stun, 1,000 points for the Nia. Nia gonna have to take an alternative way. If he swaps back over to treatment mode, he's going to put her into madness 2, and that's going to be a terrible, terrible and unfortunate thing for her. If she sits still and does nothing, that'll be a very successful play, but Doctor's gonna have to play just like any other Wraith with no power. That's going to work very well. Misses that hit through the window. The Hex Ruin being cleansed. 2 people working on generator over there. This game's gonna go by real quick here, kids. Loving it very much. The tier 2 madness actually began. Doctor going to put other people into madness. It's one of the best things to do as Doctor, especially with no add-ons with this tournament. It can be a little rough on Doctor because he doesn't get that much of a benefit without them being into Madness 3. So Madness 1, not going to do all that much. Madness 2 might play with them a little bit, but these shocks might help just a bit. But putting him into Madness 1 also takes away the ability to instantly track him as he is doing now. Unfortunately, he's going to really have to be able to work on this on his own and do everything, well, on his own. Fangmin still working on that generator. Didn't give much of a damn. Using that overcharge, keeping that generator down. 4 generators left. Doctor's going to really kind of utilize the deviousness point gain. He might not be the best killer, so he might be missing out on the blood points of killing, but he will also get several points for deviousness, of inflicting people into madness, and that might pay off later as long as he still gets a couple of kills. So he's not a terrible killer for this, but also not as optimal in the form of killing, we should say. Doctor does not actually stop loops. He actually harms himself, allowing extra loops when he goes for that shock. Unfortunately, it slows him down for every shock he makes, and if it is not successful, it does not pay off because the 2.5 stun does not go off on top of that. Ooh, oh, baited her around, got a successful hit. That's how you stop a loop with the Doctor's face. My favorite. Can't go that way. Unfortunately, gonna be stuck here. Oh, this is something he can stop. If she gets hit by that, she's done. And the Doctor missed. Hit the treadmill, dropped the pallet anyways, going around. Gonna have to give the Doctor some loops here. Lithe taking effect here. Wonderful plays. Lithe is kind of underutilized, but only because it's not reliable. And I'm not saying in the fact that you couldn't choose when to use it. Lithe becomes less reliable when you it doesn't work. Like when you leap, sometimes it doesn't work. Going for those extra sabotage points, not a half bad idea. It's all about points in this game. It's not about that gen rush. In fact, if you wanted to get more objective points across all of your allies, you would all do multiple gens. Gonna have to hit that skill check here. Done through the unnerving presence. What a boss, Jake, showing that skill really isn't it's needed, but it's not that hard to get that skill check done. Got it right in the center, too. What a good job. That overcharge back on that killer. Or on that generator. That killer is the overcharge. Chasing the Jake. We got... Is that Nia? Yeah, Nia just working on another thing here. Self-care on Mrs. Myers. Enjoying her time out there. Oh, there goes the one stun. But as you can see, every time he shocks, he can run for another loop. It doesn't matter, but he did get him into Madness 3. It's not going to really work here for the Doctor because the loop can be completed. And unfortunately, this is what a lot of people don't understand, that you could just complete the loop. Now, here is where Jake made the mistake. Oh, Jake's going for another one. Oh, no. If Jake gets this... Oh, what another good play. About 3 extra loops on that one play was able to really make it worth his while. With the new updates coming out to Dead by Daylight, I'd love to see how long that lasts. No more pallet vacuum take you further. But now with Jake in Madness 3, he's going to have to cleanse it, waste a bit of time here. Pointing his way to his ally. Putting some madness onto Fang Min. Fang Min also in tier 3, gonna have to waste her time, unable to work on anything. Doctor can really utilize this. Using that Lithe, running away, getting good distance, not having to play that loop game. Running out to an area that is likely with no pallets this side of the map is very dangerous. Those map guides are on their way, kids. Nia just enjoying a random stroll out in the park. Enjoying herself. There's a dull totem to cleanse for additional points. This is a team that really is getting these points in while they survive the Doctor. Doctor still giving chase to Mrs. Myers. Mrs. Myers likely running to what could be the basement. Ooh, doing that loud leap through. Trying to hide there. Does that? Whoa, my goodness. Doctor abusing the bricks. I'm sure Bricky would be very displeased. Oh, my goodness. Going straight to the basement. We got that toolbox working on that generator. Getting it done. We got them working on the other two. So 2 generators about to be completed. Give it another, oh, let's say 10 seconds here. Fang Min giving the I'm getting camped pull-ups. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, you've got your morning workout. Again, these shocks work, but the Doctor could have just hit her at this point. Good play though, cutting her off the 360. It worked. Double worked. I'm not sure what this Claudette intends to do, but the Doctor's gonna have to understand this does not cut off the loops. There's another pallet here. Doctor giving it up, realizes someone gets out of the basement. Claudette gonna have to waste time snapping out of it. Uh-oh. Fang Min almost getting hit, but fully healed. Korichi taking the hit. Nia might go down in the basement unless she gets out that window first. Fang Min protecting her savior. Gonna need the heals on that Nia. Jake following right behind, just absorbing as many points as possible. One of the biggest things of this tournament is just point abuse. You just really gotta get as many points as possible. Doctor getting some breaking points. Jake following right behind to cleanse that generator. Doctor all over the place, misses it, regresses the generator. Does get a little bit of repair from that, but notifies the killer of their location. Jake taking a hit, feeding that killer all of the points. Generator almost completed. Doctor giving chase. The distressing unnerving build is definitely not a high rank build. And the reason we say this is because the skill checks, even with unnerving and the Doctor's thing, is not that like concerning to people who've played this game long enough. Skill checks become very trivial after a while. And not everyone can hit skill checks all the time, but oh, that dead hard. And I can't wait for that animation. The stun! 1,000-point exchange for the Jake. Jake's gonna have maximum boldness from this. Claudette wants to get the hit, takes the bait. This team is working well together to exchange all the damage that they can, spread it out evenly so no one person goes down. A lot of time being wasted here. Jake running around, ooh, getting stunned. We have Claudette going for the heals for that altruism and co-op points there. Their points are going up steadily. 1 generator left to go. Now, whether they complete this one or 99% it, that's a team that knows they can milk the points and guarantee their victory. Unfortunately, the killer against this team got about 3 kills, and if the Doctor's unable to do what the nurse does, we're going to have a little bit of a problem here. Uh-oh. Doctor taking the loop around. Understands he's not going to get it, but does not feed the stun. Doctor taking the long way. Not going to work exactly. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Doctor, some boxes, and the generators all completed. Whether the Jake can actually get out alive, that's the important part. Can't even get any more points. He has maxed his boldness. Therefore, any more boldness gain he gets, it's impossible to go any higher. He'd have to work on something else to get those points up. Fang Min going to block the hit. The door is open. Doctor attempting to do the cutoff. Fang Min and Nia blocking the killer on the way out, but the killer getting a few bits of points there, but the survivors are all 4 going to escape with their life. Figure out what that last survivor is doing. Finds the hatch, just takes it. Bonus points there. Maximum objective. That game is over. Let us calculate the score.